as you move, a knife goes right in between your stomach and your arm. Or you feel something and it's sharp.
Yeah.
You realize what it is, you look at it, you turn around, and there he is.
Ghostface. It's Jackson?
It's Ghostface. Sorry, it's Ghostface.
Jackson, what are you doing?
Jackson stabs you. Jesse's filming. No. It's Ghostface. He's right there.
Okay. What are my options?
There's no options.
Welcome back to Good Friends, everyone. My name is Diego.
My name is Ice.
My name is Matt.
It has been a while since we've all been together. That's my fault because I've been traveling for the last month.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Where did we travel to, Diego?
If you remember, I think it was on the Valentine's Day episode where I talked about how I was going to go to Europe because I was just like, I'm in that send it mentality. Like, I'm just going to buy the flights. I don't remember what episode it was. The idea was I'm going to go to Europe. There's this cute girl there that I like. And if I see her, I see her. If I don't see her, I don't see her. I'm going to have fun no matter what. Turns out I did not see her.
I hope she's watching this and it's like...
What? What do you mean you didn't see her?
No, I knew buying the flight that there was like a 50-50 chance that I would see her or that I wouldn't see her because I knew she was looking at getting a job back in Colombia. And so she was living in Madrid at the time, got a job back in Colombia, moved back to Colombia. Literally like the Friday before I like flew out. I think I flew out 4 days later, but she was already gone. Like she'd already like moved back because she had like her job and everything like lined up.
Okay.
Which I get it. I understand.
Nice.
Like you need a job to stay in Madrid or like you need to be going to school.
Bills don't pay themselves.
Bills
right?
don't pay themselves. I understand
So you're
completely.
pissed.
I'm furious.
Yeah.
I'm so angry.
I'm sorry, dude.
With a smile.
Oh gosh, I can't believe it. Can't believe I bought those flights.
No, you let me guess from here. You pivoted and tried to make it the best possible situation.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I had so much freaking fun. Like first off, Europe. I love Europe so much. If I could live anywhere, it would be Europe. Specifically like Madrid. I love the community. It's like New York, but like everybody's a lot nicer and it's a lot cleaner. And then everybody speaks Spanish. So I'm like, this is sick. It's like calling to me, you know? And so I flew into Madrid. I stayed in Madrid for 2 days. And on my flight there, the two people next to me, they were also solo traveling. One of them, it was her first time to Madrid. The other guy had already been there a few times. And so I became friends with them on the flight there. So my entire time in Madrid, I just hung out with them. Super fun. Like, honestly, like I think what got me is the fact that the girl that was there reminded me a lot of Ed and Denny. I think they had like very like similar like like facial features, like skin tone and everything. I was like, you know what? You look like my friend, so we're gonna hang out for the rest of the trip. It was great. And so yeah, just hung out with those two people there. Went around to like a museum. Oh my god, dude, did so much walking, like 20,000 steps minimum every day.
Oh my god.
Are you still logged in on Pokemon Go?
I am not. I sure wish I
Is an
was.
Opportunity missed. Come on now. How many eggs I could have asked in that time?
Dude, so many.
I see. Speaking of Pokemon Go, really quick, dude. I work. Dude, I'm literally like, we work at my job. There's this person that sits next to me, and like we're just like kind of just on the computer. You know, we just don't go anywhere. Constantly just on Pokemon Go. Like, where do you get like where do you get like all your, you know what I mean? Like, there's you're in one place.
Yeah. How are you capturing so many?
Exactly. And I see her capturing it, and she just knows, dude.
I was in Spain just like having a blast. I love Spain. Went to like a couple of bars where they have like live music. That's like my favorite thing is going to like a jazz bar and just seeing them like jam out and like everybody's just like hanging out listening, and it's a blast. And so I was in Madrid for 2 days, and then I flew to Lisbon, which this is the thing I love about Europe. All the flights there, so freaking cheap from like country to country. My flight from Madrid to Lisbon was $30.
Oh my god.
$30.
How long was the flight?
That's an Uber drive from
It was
here
an
to
hour and a
Salt Lake.
half. It is an Uber drive
From here to Salt Lake,
Yeah,
probably.
$30. Yeah, it's insane.
To a different country.
To a different
On
country.
a flight.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Dude, I love Europe so much. I was trying to like look into it and figure out why they do that, and it's because they have all the trains that go everywhere, and so they have to like be cheap so that they can compete against all the trains.
Makes sense.
So maybe if we had a train system all across the United States, our flights would be cheaper.
Yeah. They're not unionized.
I have no idea, but yeah, Madrid, loved it. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, amazing. I would love to go back, live there. I flew to Lisbon. I was there like just hanging out by myself, and Lisbon is like different. It doesn't feel like Europe to me. It feels more like Central America, like South America. It definitely feels a lot more like Brazil, where like everything's kind of like on a hill. It just kind of like reminds me of like Rio, but like nicer. There's still like a ton of like rundown stuff, a lot of like graffiti everywhere. But it just kind of gives me like that Rio feel, because everybody there is like speaking Portuguese, not really like a lot of Spanish. Portuguese, yeah, not very much Spanish. Everybody's kind of like, yeah, just speaking Portuguese or like English, I guess, because I have no idea. I don't know any Portuguese. I know ciao, and that's it.
Ciao.
Adios. I don't know anything about Portuguese.
Sorry, okay.
Let's see. Thank you. Obrigado.
Yeah, there we go.
I just know enough. Like, honestly, the crazy thing about Europe, this is another thing where like Europe just amazes me. Everybody there knows English, where if you are like from a different country like Germany or like France or like Italy, Spain, like it doesn't matter. If you don't know the language there, you talk in English and everybody can communicate with you.
That's cool.
It really is like a universal language. And so it's just crazy to me, because if I don't know Portuguese, I would just say I would try and talk in Spanish, and they wouldn't know Spanish, so they would just talk to me in English, and then boom, I was set.
That happened a few times.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't try to learn Portuguese? You didn't pull up the translator thing? Like,
No. That's so much work. Honestly, it's not even a lot of work. I was lazy. Lisbon was really cool. I like went to a castle. Oh, it was their carnival there. Because I didn't realize it was like carnival season. So I was walking down a road, and I just hear a lot of like people like 2 rows over. I'm like, that's weird. And so I start walking over. Dude, there's like thousands of people walking down the street. They're all like dressed up. They're like wearing pink, red, like all these colors and stuff. Everybody's got like beads, shades, like outfits, costumes, and they're all like, everybody's got like a beer in their hand.
Everyone's faded.
Everybody's drinking and just marching down the street having fun. I was like, this is crazy. I got to get to the other side of the street and I can't cross.
Did you not join?
No. Here's my thing. If I'm traveling by myself, I'm not drinking. If I'm hanging out with other people, I'll have a couple of drinks like here and there. Like I got to feel the atmosphere. But if it's just being by myself, not a safe decision for me to be like getting absolutely
blasted.
wasted
In the middle of a crowd, right?
Yeah. I'm not trying to get, I don't want to be an easy target. I'm not trying to get robbed. Gosh. Cause like that happens to so many people where like they'll be on vacation somewhere. They're just absolutely like sloshed, and then boom, robbed. Yeah. Walked around, went to like a castle there. That was really cool. It was great. Like really pretty there. I love that, in Lisbon, I guess like in Portugal itself, there's a lot of like plazas. Same with like Spain. There's like plazas everywhere where like people like hang out and like gather. It's kind of like, I don't know, like
Commonplace.
yeah, it's like a common
area.
place.
Like a park?
Yeah, it's like a park, but it's like at the same time it's not like a park, because it's all like cobblestones and there's just like benches and like fountains and stuff. But it kind of is like a park. Everybody just kind of like hangs out there. It's like it's the spot to go.
The reason why it's different is because there's no picnics normally.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
right.
sits on stones, and you don't like take naps.
You're right.
Like, you have to be like standing or moving, right? Kind of.
No, you're completely right about that. Yeah, everybody's kind of like.
So that's why it's different from a park.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's still a vibe though. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's one plaza where I was like walking around, and I stopped for a second because I heard like live music. And I do this all the time. If I'm like going somewhere and I'm like walking and I hear live music, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna like gravitate towards the music, because there's usually something cool, or at least I'm gonna get like a good like show, or like see something interesting. So I walk over and I see 4 musicians, and they're like playing like some fun like Portuguese like folk songs.
Cool.
And there's like a crowd of like maybe like 15 people. And within like 30 minutes, now there's like a crowd of like 100, like 150 people.
Wow.
And they're dancing, they're like singing along with the songs. I was like, this is sick. Like I've never seen like,
It's like a flash mob.
yeah, it really was like a flash mob.
It's normal, you know?
Yeah.
That makes for like happy vibes.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so happy. Yeah.
That's cool.
Everybody's
That's
like clapping and dancing. I was like, this is so sick. And it's like old people, young people. There's like some like old men that were like maybe like 65, 70, and they're like dancing away. Like, yeah, they're doing their jigs. They're all like dancing. I was like, this is so sick, dog.
My guys.
Homie's getting down, bro.
I love it.
They got the moves. They got the moves. It was so cool. In Portugal, they have like these little like egg tarts, pastel de nata. That's what they're called. But they're, dude, so delicious. It's like $1, and you get like 3 of them. They're so good.
What do they taste like?
It's like flan.
Okay.
It's kind of like flan. It's like an egg tart of sorts. Where I don't know how else to describe it. I'll put a picture up. But yeah, they were delicious. I had those like every day. Another thing too, I forgot to mention it when I was like in Madrid. I didn't really have like very much Spanish food the first time I went in like 2022, but this time I like tried everything like on the first day. They have they call them tortillas. They're almost like a sponge cake of like egg and potato, and they're so good.
They call them tortillas.
Yeah, they're called tortillas,
just a little
but
thicker.
Yeah, they're thick. They're thick. Thick. Yeah, they're like an inch thick. They're
That's not a tortilla.
no, bro. That's like it's like a pancake on steroids.
What's like the go-to I don't know, like the Spanish dish everyone goes to?
Probably like bocadillos, I think, which are like, they're kind of like, it's just like a loaf of bread, like half a loaf of bread with like ham and olive oil.
What?
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, it's like because they have like what is it like? They call it like jamón ibérico, which is like, I don't know how to say that in English. It's ham.
Something.
Yeah, but it's like their ham over there, and so it's like half a loaf of bread, like sliced, and then they just put like 2 pieces of ham on it, and then they drizzle it with like olive oil.
So they're putting olive oil after the ham.
After the ham, which is interesting.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I was like a huge fan of it. I love the ham. I just don't know if I like the olive oil. I'm not a big olive oil guy.
I feel that.
I wouldn't put it. Yeah, I mean, like, you cook with it,
but usually the taste disappears.
It does.
It's just throwing it onto some bread is a little new.
It's so interesting. Yeah,
it sounds like an acquired taste.
I think so.
I would like to try it to see what it is.
We all got to book our flight.
Yeah. Yes.
But what's another dish?
Let's see. There's another one called patatas fritas, which they're kind of like French fries, but they drizzle like what kind of sauce is it? It's like a little like orange red sauce, but I don't know how to like describe it. It's almost like a tomato sauce, but not really. Yeah, it's definitely not like ketchup. It's like a tomato sauce of sort is kind of what it tastes like to me, but not so tangy.
Do they have McDonald's there?
They do have McDonald's. I did go to McDonald's in Portugal.
Is it fire?
It's good, bro. I like the McDonald's there. It's nice. I don't think I had anything like unique there.
Oh, dude,
on the McDonald's this time. I think the main difference is like things just taste a little like fresher. They don't taste as like processed, and maybe that's like just in my head where like I'm like making that up for the McDonald's there. It's probably the same ingredients here.
It's probably worse, but you're like, I'm in Europe. Like, this is nice. It's fresh. It's new.
Gaslighting myself.
Yeah, it's like
disgusting.
This is healthy.
Dude, honestly. But it was good. It was good. What else do they have there? And I'll like remember as I keep going. I did have like some people that like have lived in Spain. They were like sending me like recommendations for Spain and like for Portugal as well. From Lisbon, I took I took a bus to Porto, which was like 2 hours north. Just again, hung out in like more of the plazas and stuff like that. Tons and tons of fun there. I went and saw like some live music again. So just hung out in a couple of bars, listened to like some rock music, some like American music, some jazz. There was one really cool jazz bar that I was so excited to go to. And so I like planned my entire like day, and like at the end of the day, after like 20,000 steps, I like to like another 30-minute walk to this jazz bar. Cause this is my thing. I love walking. Like I'll take the train and like I'll take the metro and all of that stuff, but I like to walk at least on the first day and go explore everything like on foot. Cause I just like being in the ambience. Yeah. I like
get the feel. Just like,
yeah, give me the environment.
Take it all in.
Yeah, I love that. So, yeah, and so at the end of that night, after like a 30-minute walk, I get to like a bar, and I'm like looking around because it looks like a construction site now, and I'm like confused, and like some man like walks over, he's like, "Oh, you looking for the bar?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, they took that down. They're putting up apartments." I was like, "Shit."
God. That sucks.
I was so sad, dude. That would have been like the coolest bar ever. Oh, I completely like skipped over this, but when I was in Madrid on my second day there, I went to the museum, had a fun time there. And then after that, I went to like another city, like maybe like an hour away, like 30 minutes away, Toledo, which is like, it's like a medieval city. So freaking cool. That was my favorite city, I think, in all of Europe that I've been to. Cause like, it almost feels like Italy, like vibes, like kind of like Tuscany sort of vibes. Okay. And like all the streets are like very narrow. Everything's cobblestone. There's like castle walls everywhere. Okay. They got like a big like library, and it's just so cool. It feels like straight out of an Assassin's Creed game. And so that was like my favorite city for sure. I'm like all over the place here. I'm like, I did this, I did this, I did this.
We're here. Don't trip.
It was great. Gosh, dude, the pizza there is so good. I love like maybe this is where the fresh ingredients come in, because I love like how everything tastes there. Everything tastes so good. I don't feel like I'm eating processed chemicals and stuff like that.
They don't have Little Caesars over there?
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing a Little Caesars. I saw Domino's.
You went to that's where you
went.
Where
I went Domino's.
Dude, the freshly baked. They got the fresh ingredients at the Domino's over there, bro. That's where you went. Huh?
Went crazy. Oh my gosh. It was great, dude. I love the food there. And then like on my last day, I was still in Porto. I guess my second to last day, because my last day I went back to Madrid, but my second to last day I was on Tinder, and so I had like I matched with this cute girl on Tinder. This is all leading up into tonight's subject.
What's her first and last name?
Off camera.
First and last.
But it's like interesting because so I matched with this girl. And she's from Brazil, but she's kind of lived like in a bunch of different countries. So lived in Brazil. That's where like she grew up, lived in Colombia for a few years. So matched with her. This is like me thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm just going with like the flow. It's like almost Valentine's Day. Like let's plan like a cute date. Like Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Like let's have fun. Like let's do something like good. Let me look up like places in the area where she lives, and then we'll find like a spot there. So find a bar that's like near to her like place. And so I'm like, all right, we're going to go there. We'll meet like at this time, and we'll just like, We'll see from there. So on my way there, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop and like buy some chocolates real fast, because it's almost Valentine's Day. So I was like, let me buy some chocolate flowers. So I did that.
Wait, and chocolate flowers?
Yeah. So like flowers like in the shape of like roses and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I've seen how they make those. Maybe some different stuff, but
so cool.
It's an art.
Cool.
It is really cool.
Art. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I did that. Then I show up, and like she shows up, and she's like so pretty. She's like super pretty, like very like awesome too, like very chill, like very like talkative. She's got like a great like personality where like anything like I say, like immediate like response, and like the energy's just there, like great energy. Very like outgoing, ray like sunshine sort of energy. It's interesting because we're talking about movies, we're talking about video games, like two of her favorite things. She's like talking to me about like all these horror movies and stuff like that, because super into those.
There you go.
Get them all knocked out. Talking about music, talking about like all sorts of
are things
like,
lining
stuff.
up?
Things are lining up amazingly.
Things
yeah,
are lining
really
up.
well.
No, like is that? But also, are you finding similarities?
So, a ton of similarities.
That's way cool.
That's what like threw me off. Where like even if like we had just gone there as like friends and like only as friends, I would have left with like an amazing friend, because
wow, that was awesome.
Yeah, because
good for you.
Like just so many like things in common. I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. Stayed there until like the bar closed. Even though she's like from Brazil, because she lived in like Colombia, she knows Spanish, she knows English, and so she knows like Portuguese, like all three languages. So we talked in Spanish for like almost the entire time, and then like switched to English, and then like back to Spanish, back to English. And so that's fun, because like for me, I don't get to talk Spanish very often with other people outside of like my parents. That's like fun for me. I'm like, this is actually like good for me. Like I like being able to like talk in Spanish with other people. I don't know if it's like the heritage or what the ancestors are calling. They're like saying, yo,
You gotta
like get back on track, dog.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's great. It's like it's a good feeling.
I love that.
The bar closed, and we're like still talking. She was like, "Hey, do you want to like just keep the conversation going?" So we ended up going back to her place. We talked for 6 hours.
Wow,
6 more hours about movies and video games and books, and we're just like going off and off on like different things. Like we talked like anime, we talked like horror movies, we talked Star Wars, Star Trek, we talked Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, we talked Dracula, we talked like Robert Eggers, A24, like all sorts of stuff. We're just like going down like rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole. It was great. I was like, this is so fun. And then this is the thing that like really killed me, where I was like, this is so like unique. Like first off, like already like having a great time, but then she's like, hey, like I do like PowerPoint nights with my friends. And I was like, really? Like, what kind of like PowerPoints? And she's like, oh, like top 10 dragons of all time, top 10 bald men. I'm like, no way. That is so sick. I was like, can I like see these PowerPoints? So she pulls up the top 10 dragons, and dragon number 1, Smaug. That's number 1. Number 2, Ender Dragon. Number 3, it's Elizabeth, the dragon from Shrek. There's I can't remember the other dragons, but there's like we go down like the full list, and I'm like, this is so crazy. Like, most people would be like too embarrassed to like show off like something like this, and you just have like no, like, you don't care what other people think. You just put yourself out there and you just have fun and you just vibe. I was like, this is awesome. So, and then like went over like the top 10 bald men. It's like Vin Diesel, The Rock,
bald men.
yeah, Samuel L. Jackson,
The Rock, Shrek.
Shrek.
Dude, I was like, this is so sick. Dude, I was like my jaw was like on the floor. I was like, this is so crazy. Like, this is so cool. Like, what a unique personality.
Fly her in.
I will do my best.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, this is so cool. I was like, this is great, man. This is awesome. And so she gave me the idea for tonight's podcast, outside of all the rambles about Europe, where she wanted to do like a PowerPoint night on how, like, which horror villains you think you could survive. That kind of like sparked like even more of an idea for tonight, where I get a certain horror villain, you get a certain horror villain, you get a certain horror villain, and then we make a game out of it. We make one of those choose your own adventure sort of games. And so that's kind of where like the entire like thing came from. And so I just want to give a huge shout out to Brenda. Thank you for all of your creative ideas. Super fantastic. Really appreciate that.
Thanks, Brenda.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Say thanks.
Thanks, Brenda. Brenda?
Yeah, Brenda.
Thanks, Brenda.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing tonight. We all came up with a couple of different scenarios. I have Jason Voorhees. You have the thing. I can't remember who I gave you. Ghostface. That's right. That's right.
Is it Ghostface, actually?
Ghostface.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I gave him Ghostface, and then Cherish is unfortunately not here tonight, but she would have done
Pennywise.
That's right.
Wow.
She would have done Pennywise. So we'll get her on another one. And the idea is to like use this as like our testing ground. And if we have fun with this, if it goes well, we're going to do some more of these later on in the future. We'll flesh them out. We'll do some stuff related to like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, like whatever it is. And we'll just have fun with it. We are open to ideas and suggestions. So if anybody wants to like contribute or give us ideas or if, like be a part of this, just reach out. And I see it all. Like, reach out and we'll get back to you and we'll build off of that. Tonight, Isaac, I want to start with you.
Sure.
Get us started with the thing.
That's the thing from Fantastic Four, right? So
Fantastic.
from 2004's Fantastic Four.
That's the one.
That's the thing you're talking about.
Not John Carpenter's.
Freaking think. Oh,
bro, what if you actually thought it was that one and then that's what you ended up doing?
How do you survive
an entire Marvel adventure?
big rock superhero? All right, this is super goofy, but
oh yeah, it is.
I mean, it's really fun. No, this is fun, dude.
No, let's preface it the right way. So let's build a solid foundation here. First off, like we were asked to do this a week ago from Diego to get this done. And I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, I got time. Plus, this sounds like something you can do in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is great. So time passes, apparently, if you didn't know yet. And today comes, and I'm thinking like, okay, I'll get done with work, whatever. I need like 30 minutes to an hour, and I can write this down. At 5 o'clock today, which was like 3 hours ago, I sat down at a desk, and I was like, okay, let's start. I got probably one paragraph down. I was like, oh no. This is I haven't even started the preface, and I'm like, so I already made the decision to try and make this quick. Point is, to preface this, is like we were asked to do this a long time ago, but I'm gonna, at least for me, I shouldn't have, but I put this off way too long. So I have an unfinished project. I'm gonna try and fill in the holes.
Yeah,
no,
just
we'll
like
be here.
maybe some of
We'll
us.
be here. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We're gonna figure this out.
We'll figure it out. This is the first thing.
First time.
This is all of our first time.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
We're gonna see how it goes.
And this is what's interesting that I'm realizing is all three of us, also for the audience listening, we all did it a different way.
We did do different
That
ways.
is
Yeah,
interesting.
we all
That
did it
is
different
So
ways.
this is a big study case.
That is
for somebody. You know, like
That's actually great. I didn't realize. I mean,
yeah.
so.
it didn't come to mind straight away, but yeah, we all have like different. I guess like
Different like way to branch it out, like way we wrote stuff down.
So when,
Okay.
not
Yeah.
if, when I mess up, just laugh with me.
All right.
If you're looking at your phone or if you're sitting here on this couch with me, just laugh with me. because this is gonna be a rocky road. Maybe
It sure will be, dude. I will take accountability as well because Isaac showed up at like 5:20. Came in with a bag of McDonald's. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna eat. And then like 10 minutes in, I was like, all right, I just need 20 more minutes. I'm gonna go get started. Bro.
I'm gonna go get started.
Or sorry, it was at like 6:20.
No,
I was like, I just need 20 minutes. That's all I need. I'm like 45 minutes in, like Matt's sitting on the couch, Isaac's sitting on the couch. I'm typing.
We're all just like on our phones. And the funny
I don't know why I thought it was me so quick.
Also, dude, me too. I
also the different formats we're using.
Yeah,
you got your little notepad. Diego's got the laptop. I got my phone. Look at us. No consistency here.
There's no rhyme or reason.
I like it like that because maybe we can flow with each other.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see where we go. So
you know
it's okay. So let me start this real quick.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. So The Thing. Neither of you have seen The Thing, right?
Pretend like you haven't.
This is called The Thing, Artic, Enigma. It came up with the name. Okay. Artic.
Do we know how you got this? Did you say that already?
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. They're gonna know. Never mind.
Here we go. All right. Scenario introduction. A group of friends embark on a daring Arctic expedition, stumbling upon a mysterious research facility. Little do they know, they've entered the lair of a shape-shifting extraterrestrial entity. We'll start with the decisions. Okay, so let's pretend you guys just showed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are doing some sort of research thing, right? Mm-hmm. One of those National Geographic things, right?
Yeah.
Stumble
Filming,
upon
like a documentary.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
let's not say
documentary.
that.
Yeah.
It's business.
It's business.
It's just, you guys stumble upon it. Who knows what's really in the Arctic?
Right.
Anyway, because Option A: proceed cautiously and investigate the facility.
Okay.
Option B: retreat and radio for help from a safe distance. Just like because it's abandoned, the facility. You don't know what's in it. Which one you choosing?
It's true. Usually something like this, I can already tell you, like for sure. It depends on my sleep last night. Because if I didn't get good sleep and I'm pissed, honestly, I'm like I'm already kind of like in that go get it done mode. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm just going here. Yeah. But if I had a good night's rest and I'm feeling extra precautious, I'm turning around.
I know.
What about you, D?
I personally radio. I'm out of there.
No, that's cap. I know. Here's the thing.
So cap. I would be the first.
No,
to go
Diego is the one that would be like, let me get in there. I want to see what's in there.
Dude,
this
is such an abandoned explorer, urban guy.
Diego's all in. But you guys got to make a decision together.
I'm down. Let's go in.
Okay.
We're going to assume you didn't get to sleep. We're going in.
I'll go in, but what happens is he goes first.
There you go.
That's what happens.
There you go. Matt's waiting like a minute or two before he goes in. All right. So you guys choose option A, proceed cautiously and investigate the facility. Decision 2, option A, split up to cover more ground and see, what's in there. Option B, obviously, stay together as a single unit for safety.
Okay, I'll be honest. I'm going to take option A because of my just past experience. Because remember when we were in Texas and we went to the abandoned power plant and I just went by myself?
Listen. It's only you two.
I know.
It's only you two.
Okay, hold on.
It's only you two and that's it. Because I know where you're coming from, but that only applies if there's more people.
I guess that's true.
Let me be honest.
But I was the only one inside that power plant. Everybody else was outside. So I still was by myself.
I'll be
if
honest.
You would have rather
hear it.
You would have rather had someone else in there with you though.
I would have.
Yeah.
Look, here's the deal. If somebody comes to me and I'm in this situation, like we're going to split up. I don't want to look like, like I'm about to pee my pants. So here's what I do. I go, yeah, this is great. I walk away, wait 5 seconds, and then I just follow them around, and I just make sure I can see him at all times. Yeah. Because I'm going in my head. Everyone knows this is where it starts.
Yeah.
Somebody gets got. Yeah. You don't split up.
That's all right. We won't split up on this one.
Right.
We'll play it safe. Yeah. We already took the risky thing and going in. We'll play it safe now. Power in numbers.
Yes, power in unit.
Here's the next decision. Decision 3. Option A. You guys find a clue hinting at the creature's origin. right? There's an option. It's not really an option, but it's like it's laid out for you, right? Encounter an unexpected threat outside the facility as you guys are going around. Which one you choosing? Because there's two options, right? You find a clue, whatever it may be, or you like hear something out there and you encountered it.
So my thing, I'd rather like step in something and see that it is not of this realm or whatever you want to call that. Or like if I find a clue, that's usually enough for me to be like, okay, it's just two of us. Like, I want to be the guy, I want to be the hero, but I'm gonna be the hero with weapons and an army. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather find a clue and then.
I agree. I'd rather find a clue because maybe there's a chance that like I might be able to find another resource later on to survive.
Because if you hear this and you go to it, like I don't even know what's in my hands right now.
I got nothing. I imagine we're in the Arctic. We probably got nothing but puffer jackets, and that's
literally. Like you're gonna like
a glow stick,
throw your body at warmer. It? You know what I'm saying? What's your weapon?
No, I'm in agreement with you. Let's stay. Let's look at the clues.
Find a clue.
If we go outside, like
it sounds like that's.
I ain't trying to get got right now.
It sounds like toast.
All right, here we go. Option A: you share the discovered clue with let's just say for the sake of argument, it's only you two in this specific area, but you guys have like, other
like a crew like somewhere else
elsewhere. Lean towards that to like help, discover that and then go back and share that discovery. Or you guys keep the information to a select few, creating the air of secrecy.
I gotta be honest, I don't want to have any sort of secrecy.
I agree.
If I find like an abandoned facility,
no way.
I'm radioing, I'm saying, yo, I'm going in. But at least I'm letting them know. If there's secrets there, I want people to know the secrets.
If you're on the football field and you're the quarterback and you notice that the defensive end is coming around and the way that you're blocking is everybody's blocking left, but it's a counter, so your running back's going to the right. If you don't call out that defensive end, your running back's getting clobbered.
Yeah.
This is seen across. Communication is absolutely needed. Therefore, no secrets.
Let me ask you. Okay, let me throw something at you guys though, real quick. Okay. So let's say you two are best friends, right? Just like in real life.
Yes, sir.
You don't really trust anyone else because throughout this journey, throughout this like expedition. So
that's exactly what this
they're hinting that they're wanting to find something and like exploit it. Does that make sense?
Okay. They just won't say what it is.
It's more of like if these guys know, they'll probably put us in a more danger.
I see.
I'm just gonna throw that. You guys don't know.
Okay.
You guys don't know that.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you an idea of like what.
We're not very trustful of them.
Exactly.
Maybe if we tell them, they'll take the documentary for themselves or something.
Or like they'll try to exploit that creature or whatever it is and then get everyone killed.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm just throwing, little extra details in there.
Narrator's helping out. I love it.
Yeah.
So are you still with option A? Share the discover clue with the entire group.
With that context, I'm gonna say let's keep it to ourselves. Hopefully, the more clues we find or whatever happens, then we radio out and be like, okay, this is what we found.
With that context, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I lost my place.
You're good.
You're good.
There's a lot. Because there's a lot to go through. And I'm like, wait.
I'm gonna be scrolling through. Matt's gonna be flipping
pages back and forth.
I'll just be chosen one.
We'll get it done.
As as these decisions go, as the decision between you two to keep it continues on. Option A: trust each other in that decision and follow each other's lead. Kind of like come up with a plan. Whatever that may be, or one of you. Option B would be to doubt the other person. Having those doubts and figuring out what you might do with that information.
So like how I could like exploit the okay, or maybe like if I use that information, I could get the.
So
credit
like you
for
guys kept it for yourselves, but one of you guys are like starting to not trust each other.
Okay. I'm gonna choose to trust Matt. Hey, I trust Matt.
I'm trying to think because do these two characters know each other or is it actually us from real life?
It's you guys.
We'll pretend it's us.
It's Diego.
It's trust. Yeah, it's trust.
Absolute
trust. All right.
If it's another colleague that just got employed 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is.
I'm not distrusting, but I'm definitely what's going on.
Yeah.
Here,
you haven't given me anything to there's no past history for me to build off of.
Yeah, what if he was hired to make sure I die from this creature? You know what I'm saying?
All I know is that random didn't pass me the ball in 4th grade when we were playing basketball. But Matt did. I know Matt's got my back.
Yes! I knew that would come in handy when we're discovering creatures.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Did it like reset all your stuff?
It reset.
Oh no.
Hang on. I'm gonna see if I can fix this. So devise a plan to escape? Because I didn't know how literal this thing is.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So like it's like, oh, like, I'm trying to give you a little more context, but it's like, oh, you guys either leave or you guys continue on.
So naturally, this is what I naturally do. Yeah. I'm not just saying this. When I go in somewhere that's I've never been before, I map in my head where I came from and where I can get out. Yeah, it's just what I do. I don't know if anybody else does that. It could be a new McDonald's. I walk in and I look for the exits. I just know where it is. So knowing this, if it's me and my character, I know like where to take left, right. So in other words, I retrace my steps.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully I don't make a mistake. I'm not a robot, so there might be a left that I take a right.
There you go.
But my plan is, dude, I think I've memorized how we got right here.
Yep.
Let's turn around and just head that way.
Howdy.
All right.
I don't know what else you would do.
So you guys are out?
Yeah, I say yeah.
And then the minute we see daylight, I go to that window or that door or whatever.
I agree. If there's light, that's where we go.
Outside ASAP.
Yeah. You execute the escape plan with precision, or you encounter unexpected complications with your teamwork. Like, which one would you rather do?
Execute with precision? What kind of? I was like, wait.
That's all I'm saying. This thing is silly.
Nah, I think this guy over here thinks we should go left, and I'm like, no, it's right. I promise. And he's like, bro, I swear it's left.
All right. Let's say we complicated it because I was like, no, Matt, we had to go to the door over here.
Our nerves are up.
Yeah.
Maybe we're not thinking.
Yeah. All right, let's say we complicated it.
We see the creature.
Yes, we see the thing.
But he's at the door that's open that we need to get out of.
Yes, but the problem is he looks just like you. And now I don't know if it's you or not because I turned around for a second and then I looked back and you were like 15 steps ahead. And now I don't know if you're the thing because at the door you're saying my name. You're saying, Diego, get over here, hurry. And now I don't know.
Because it's a shapeshifter.
It is a shapeshifter.
You remember that. What do you do? Sounds like I'm dead. Well, what do you do? So at this point, I'm just helping you out. There's only one way. He changed into me, and it's because he saw me, and I don't think I survived.
Something's weird about him though. He's got blood coming down. Is like
the coat, the puffy coat.
Yeah, or like he's got like got a little cut on his on his eye, not his eye, like his forehead, right?
Okay. I'm gonna whisper, Matt, what happened? What happened to your forehead?
I would say if I were you, what was our first decision we had to make? That's what I would ask Matt.
Okay.
You're at distance. You're at distance.
Yeah.
You're gonna charge him. Just say, Matt, what was the first decision we made?
But also you got to think like, okay, there's like, so let's say like the facility's dark. Maybe he just cut himself like running. You know what I mean? Like, and just like trying to get there.
But if he cut himself, why didn't I hear anything?
It was quiet the whole time.
You were a few steps behind him. Matt's tough. He doesn't react.
Or to make it more interesting, the whole time there were croaks and moans and
yeah, there was noises.
Oh, okay, all over the place. Yeah.
Atmosphere very like I gotta get out.
Eerie.
Okay.
Is that a mouse?
That makes more sense.
Is that somebody running at me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what are you gonna do,
bro?
What are you gonna do?
I'm taking that run.
Too.
Am I alive?
You're
So I'm at the door.
Yeah, you are at the door. You are at the door. That's what it is.
I would say Diego asked me a question because I could tell that he's not coming towards me, and I could probably see in his face, but it's dark, so I can't see his face. So I'm wondering, Diego, is that you?
You guys are both thinking right now, like, is that you to each other?
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he didn't see me for a while either, so he's like, he doesn't know if it's me. Okay. Sorry, Matt, I'm running. I'm going straight towards. No, I'm going straight towards you. I'm going full sprint at this point.
Okay,
killing Matt or trying to kill him or try to get.
No, I'm just trying to get through the door.
This works because I see that coming. I'm terrified. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I'm gonna take this. I turn around and open the door.
You run out the door.
So by the time I'm out the door, that was a good decision because whether you're the monster, whether you're Diego, if I see something coming at me, I'm gonna open that door.
And
then you see it's me, I see it's you, and
but Diego doesn't know it's you, so you can be running right at the monster.
I'm gonna just say, Lord, help me.
Yeah, that's a gamble. You had to take a risk.
I'm like, freedom is right there. Salvation at my hand.
Lowering the shoulder, you're like middle linebacker. This
a small price to pay for salvation.
A small price to pay.
Good job. Sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Did we live?
No.
Open the door.
No.
You open the door. Guess what?
He's not standing.
It's right out there.
There's no way we live. It was rigged from the start.
It was right out there the entire time.
What's his name
no,
again?
you're right, because we heard the noises outside.
It was leading around. Does that make sense?
What's the creature again? What's it called?
It's just
The
called a
thing.
Thing.
Doesn't really have.
It just like shapeshifts into like the people it kills.
Does it have dialect like the character? Can it talk?
Yeah.
I think it can, right?
So it's sentient. So it
In
can
a
make,
way,
so it
yeah.
can make a phone call and
But it wouldn't be like
it's
very
not,
like
not,
and
it's,
hire some
legible.
people to
Yeah.
come check out.
It's
this
not that
place. No?
sophisticated.
Okay,
It's like-
more barbaric.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
could probably
Apex predator type thing.
yeah. Because
Like,
instead
just
of like you
for the
saying
kill.
like Diego, come over here, it would say door here, out,
yeah, right. That's
like something like that.
Oh,
I think.
I mean, it's still like very much like.
That's why if we're locked in that
gotta
hallway,
watch
I'm
that.
trying to get you to talk as much as possible. 'Cause,
yeah.
like, shapeshifters, they're not, you know what I'm saying, but I would imagine it's easier to look like someone than to sound like someone.
Yeah.
Exactly, especially if you know their voice. You can pick up on tone.
and they're like,
frequencies and stuff
I
that.
guess slang. Like
Yeah.
you could tell
Yes.
if I was a shapeshifter by the way I talk.
Exactly.
Right? Like you would.
Yeah.
you'd
the
be like,
words you
"That's-
use. Yeah.
That does not sound like I say.
Right.
You know,
Right.
could be me. Could have my voice, but
Yeah. It would be like, hello, how are you?
NPC way, you know.
NPC. That'd be just an NPC, dude. But anyway, you guys died. You guys died.
All right,
Oh,
fine,
shoot.
fine, we die.
That sucks. That was rough, by the way.
That was that was a rough one.
Yeah. You guys better. You guys better
Yo,
carry.
we ain't doing that method ever again. It's either pen or paper.
You guys gotta
Flipping pages.
Wait. Let's see if this even works.
We know for a fact one of these methods does not work.
What do they all suck? Or just like, oh wait, there's like just
I bet there's an actual like there's this software that, like I said earlier, I think I said off camera, but there's probably something where you just input the characters, some dialogue, some specific things, and
Yeah.
then it creates a structure, like a framework for you.
Flow chart,
to
yeah.
follow.
I'm here.
There has to be a software like I'm pretty sure there is, but I don't know if they're free. I think you got to pay.
What?
'Cause I was kind of like looking into some
course.
stuff like that because like people use that sort of software for like making video games and like movies and stuff like that. So I get it. It's like a good storyboard tool, but I think you got to pay. I'm gonna take a time out here because I'm gonna shout out these people that I heard in Spain when I was in Madrid.
Shout
when I went
them
to a
out.
bar. I was at like a bar. They were doing live music there, and so it's Noendy the Noises. And so it was a band. So it's one main singer, two guys on guitar, and then a drummer. And then they had three backup singers. And I walked in, and they're doing all sorts of music. So freaking cool. And the thing that killed me is that they're all like our age. They have to be like
Wow.
22 to like 24,
Mid-20s.
25. I was like, this is so cool. They were all like jamming out, like amazing music. And it's not like heavy metal, but it's kind of like light rock, like very fun, like to the point where like even people could like dance. Like there's like a bunch of like people in the crowd like dancing, like just like singing along, having fun. And then you can tell it's like a local band. They're like a very small band, but they were doing an amazing job. And like the singers also pretty, also like beautiful. I was like, this is awesome. Like just like the vibe, like the atmosphere and everything. And so when they said that they were selling discs, I was like, I have to
like,
buy a disc.
absolutely.
Like this is so cool.
How much was it?
It was like $15 cheap.
I'm trying to open it.
It's like there's nothing in there.
They got you. They got you.
So yeah, just want to give a shout out to
Look at
Noendy the Noises for an amazing night in Madrid.
Woo! Good for them.
Good job, guys.
But yeah, back on track. Matt, hit us with
You guys ready for
her
pen and
Jason
paper?
Voorhees thing,
I'm
or,
ready.
our Ghostface thing.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay, guys. Ghostface is a fictional character created by Kevin Williamson. His first appearance was in Scream 1996. Important character traits about this guy before we get into it. The changing identity of the person beneath the mask means that Ghostface has no definite motivation, ranging from revenge to seeking fame to pure pressure. I think this is important to know going into this so that you know it's not just one guy. It's more of like a character that was made, and then people can portray that to express the way they feel, to seek darkness in their life.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So it could be anybody.
He's like
know
an
what I'm saying?
icon of sorts.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and also I guess this is kind of important in case you didn't know, but it is human.
Yeah.
Like when I was looking it up, I was just trying to get as many facts as possible because honestly I don't know that much about him. But I love how one of the points was it's not a ghost.
Yeah.
He's a real human.
Real
you know?
person.
Like he bleeds just like you and me. What was interesting, actually, I didn't write this down, but I remembered it. Whoever is Ghostface has to have like physical endurance more than the average. Because if you have a ghost face and they get like a paper cut and they're screaming, That's not the spirit of Ghostface.
Yeah.
You know, he's a little more hardcore of a guy. So now that we
do
understand, you guys
Let's
already
do
knew,
it.
but that was more for people who have
the
no
audience.
idea who this guy is. You grab your containers, keys, and equipment. It's a quiet Thursday night on a warm spring evening. You are the overnight security guard at a new mall in town that just finished with construction a few weeks before. Jesse referred you to the job. It was a very easy hire since you kind of met her.
Thanks, Jesse.
Maybe a little bit of a love interest, who knows? She's also your manager.
Okay.
So that's why it was easy. You met her, it clicked, and
Yeah.
she's like, do you need a job? And you needed a job. So
Love interest for sure. I got to secure the bag.
your love interest is left-handed, by the way. And you as a character, whether you like it or not, you're right-handed.
All right.
Oh, and let's not forget about Jackson. One more friend. He's also in training to take the graveyard shift. Okay. He's a little younger than you. Just I don't care what age you are, but just know he's a little younger.
All
than
right.
you.
All right.
So he's in a way he's looking up to you.
He's 5 years old.
Yeah, whatever. Like old enough to hold a flashlight, I guess. Jackson's right-handed. There's your characters and you guys. Oh, I wrote this down. You guys, no, read this. This is funny, actually. I wasn't going to say this out loud, but because I wrote it down, this is more for me. I wrote, the stage is set, the characters are met, now let's have some fun.
I love that. Dude, that's sick.
All right, now we're in.
What a line.
Now we're in.
go.
All right, here we are. You grabbed your stuff. You showed up. Said what's up to Jackson in the parking lot. You're kind of nervous. Your knees are weak. Arms are sweaty. You want to see Jessie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jessie's kind of in your mind. If you want her as a love interest. If not, you don't care. You're just going to your job.
Yeah.
You show up to your shift and you clock in, just like we all do most of the time.
Sure do.
You're on the job. Remember, this is professional. Do you checked all the locked doors first? So do you walk the perimeter and make sure all the doors are locked? Or do you make sure the mall is empty first? Both of these have to get done. What's important here is the order.
Okay.
What do you
I'm
do
thinking
first?
we check if all the doors are locked first. Because I think that's like the typical standard. They start locking doors and then they try to empty out the mall.
Okay.
And then like if anybody's like stuck at a door, I think they unlock that door, let them out, lock it again. I think. So let's do that's my preference. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the same thing. I'd rather just lock the doors, make sure no one else gets in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a very business move. Like you
Yeah,
go to a
it
restaurant,
is.
the door's
Oh, it
already
is.
locked. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Notice that there is a rock keeping the northwest door open, ajar, barely, just a crack.
Ooh, what's this?
Why is it there, right? Do you remove the rock and put it into your left pocket, or do you move the rock and put it into your right pocket?
Wow.
You remove the rock, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But where do you
right-handed?
put it?
I'm right-handed, right?
Right-handed.
I'll put it in my right pocket.
I'm thinking if I'm right-handed, I might hold something else in my right hand. I'd be interested in putting it in my left. Like, what if I'm holding something already because this is my dominant hand?
guess
What if
you're
it's my
right.
water bottle, my
guess you're
sandwich, my
right.
hoagie?
All right, let's go with the left.
All right, left it is.
I have to make this mark so that I don't forget that. Okay. Congratulations. You've reached your last door. It's locked. You've got a rock in your left pocket. Don't forget, in the back of your head, you're like, I got to get rid of this rock. You just needed to keep it in your pocket because you couldn't put it anywhere, so that's why it's in your pocket. Now it's time to find Jackson and communicate that all the checks are complete.
Okay.
To see if maybe he's also checked the open areas or if he checked any other doors. So you've found Jackson and you've asked him if they're all complete and everything's done. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay. I
Everything's
gotcha.
done. So
Yeah.
everything's done. Now, option. Is it time to hang out in the break room or is it time to rendezvous in the security office to watch the cameras?
It's time to hang out in the break room.
I think I think it's time to hang out. Like, let's catch up a little bit and then let's get to work, you know?
Jackson's my guy. Hopefully, what's her name's there too.
I also just realized that you didn't even tell Jackson that there was a door ajar. I guess you just thought, I'll just keep the rock.
You're just
whatever.
like you're being a horror movie character. You keep things to yourself.
Yeah. I'm trying to be real.
No need to talk to anybody about things.
So where are we going?
We're going to the
Break room.
All right,
Break room.
Let's go to the
We're gonna
break
chill.
room. Let's go to the break room. You're in the break room. Usually you do go to the security office, but I guess you needed a snack. That's what the storyline says. That's why you're going to the break rooms, because you were hungry, whether you liked it or not. You walk over towards the tables, because that's just on the way to the fridge. So there's no way to miss the tables. You notice a paper on the tables. And what do we all do? We go see what the paper is, you know what?
Yeah.
Like just to even throw it away or whatever. Maybe some people
know a flyer.
Right.
Yeah.
You check the paper. The paper reads, "Don't scream." You have an option. Stand there in confusion. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe there's something on the paper. Look at the paper. How's it written? Does it look like it was fast? I don't know. Is there fear in the paper? Is it a joke? Or do you just move on?
I crumple it and move on.
Okay.
In the trash it goes.
I would stand in confusion because like I feel like in that specific setting, if it was any other time, if it was like middle of the day, you know, whatever, I'd be like, I don't care. If it was in the middle of the night, I'm working security, I'd be like, all right, what the?
Actually, yeah. Now that you said that, I'm probably gonna stand confused.
Yeah.
Because it's in the break room. On the break room table, which that's already like also, a weird thing.
Weird, yeah.
Like if it was like
limited access. To that.
If it was in the cafeteria, not weird, but because it's in the break room where only employees go, I'm gonna stand confused.
A knife passes through your chest.
Oh no!
You stand there and you look at the knife and you realize that this is it. No. And then you hear the whisper, "Don't scream."
God, Matt.
All right, let's rewind.
Honestly,
I'm serious. Actually, this is funny. I said this before, but I wrote, "You have died." So like, imagine that comes up in the, the format. Yeah.
Wow, that
dang
person
it.
was right there.
Where do you want to go back to?
Let's go back to the note.
Yeah, back to the note. Back to the note.
So, okay, let's set it. So you sit there, you see the note, and you're like, whatever, I don't care about this, and you move on, right?
Yeah, let's move on.
Can put yourself in that.
Like, I'm going to go find my girl.
So you look at the paper and you just start to move, and as you move, a knife goes right in between your stomach and your arm. Or you feel something and it's sharp.
Yeah.
You realize what it is, you look at it, you turn around, and there he is.
Ghostface. It's Jackson?
It's Ghostface. Sorry, it's Ghostface.
Jackson, what are you doing?
Jackson stabs you. Jesse's filming. No. It's Ghostface. He's right there.
Okay. What are my options?
There's no options. You just see he's there.
Okay, so either way, I'm dead.
I guess that's dead. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I started this 2 hours ago, so I was maybe gonna do something from there.
No, I see.
But I ended it. You look at him.
We're dead.
And
We're
he's
dead.
there.
Okay. You're good. All right, let's rewind it even further.
Let's go back.
How far? Yeah,
we're not going to the break room.
We can go back to where you go to the security office.
Yeah, we're going to the security office. We're gonna go look at cameras.
So you've got a pocket, or you've got a rock in your left pocket. No, yeah, your left pocket.
Left pocket.
You've just locked all the doors. You just talked to Jackson. You guys. He's going to do his thing, maybe go to the break room. You're going to the security offices. As you walk up to the security office, you see Jessie. The chair is kind of like an office chair. Mm-hmm. So you see her head, but the office chair is a little tilted backwards. Mm-hmm. So when somebody leans their head back, you can tell.
Yeah.
And she's got her head leaned back, and you've never seen her do that. She's always like facing the cameras, staring at them attentively. Yeah. You know? And you're like, she's taking a nap or whatever. So here's the options. Okay, so this is what's happening. Here's the options. Number 1, you move forward and ask her how she's doing. Or number 2, you stand there in confusion and ask her what she's doing.
I'm going to ask her.
Are you moving forward or are you standing?
I know what happened the last time I stood there.
I'm going to move forward.
We're moving forward this time. Last time I got a knife in my back straight through the chest.
It's a big knife, first off.
All right, you move forward. As you walk up to the chair, you turn it around and you notice that she has a hole in her chest. You freak out.
Sure.
You turn to run. There he is.
There he is. Okay.
And honestly, the other one's dead too.
So you just die.
Yeah.
I love it.
You kind of took, I don't know. You're supposed to go the other way.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right, we can go back. Sorry, guys. All right. So we have to go all the way back.
We gotta go to like the beginning.
That's so funny, dog.
He's just there no matter what.
We get caught every
There's
time.
too many people there.
You got to make sure the mall is empty first.
All right. We'll make sure the mall's empty.
Man, I made that so that you make the wrong decision the first time, you're dead. That sucks. All right. You're making sure that the mall is empty. You notice something that doesn't feel right. You have a memory of yourself back in 3rd grade where you were sitting in class and your hand started to profusely sweat. And you were like, why are my hands sweating? So you started to look around the room and you saw your crush staring at you. And for some reason, it scared you so bad because you weren't expecting it, that it's engraved in your head. And you've combined the fact with when you're nervous and you feel like somebody's watching you, your hands start to sweat.
Okay.
So in your head, it's not that you're thinking somebody's staring at me.
Yeah.
What you're thinking is my hands are sweating. Oh, that reminds me of somebody was looking at me. But consciously, you're also nervous because you're working in a mall at night. Yeah. And you're like, what if somebody was watching me? You know what I'm saying? Sure. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
I always have that.
You feel something's not right because your hands are sweating and you're thinking, you have second thoughts like, am I being watched? What's going on? Remember, you didn't go check the doors, so you have no idea what's going on with the...
You don't know who's coming in, who's coming out.
Yep, you don't have a rock. Right. You have no rock, which I just realized there was no point with that anyways.
I'm glad I got the rock in my pocket for some unknown reason.
I ran out of time. I was finishing this as I was sitting on this couch. I was going to make something
love it.
I was going to make... Here, maybe I can still throw it in here. Wait. I can still throw it in here.
So funny.
Here's your option. You feel like you're being watched and you're unarmed. Here's your option. Grab a nightstick from the office just to be sure. Or ask Jackson to patrol with you until you've cleared the mall.
Yo, I'm asking Jackson for help, bro. Power in numbers.
Take a friend
Jackson's
over.
my guy.
Yeah.
You see how this is an important decision. All areas seem to be unoccupied. You and Jackson are shooting the breeze, making jokes. You know what you do. Now it's time to patrol the perimeter to check doors.
Okay, here we go. Except I'm with Jackson this time.
Right. As you're checking the doors, you make a decision. Here's your option. Do you split up? Doors are checked faster. Or do you walk together? Doors are checked slower.
Split up.
I don't know.
Split up. I'm thinking split up.
You cover all the doors. The door that was cracked earlier, at this point, your character doesn't know this, but the narrator's telling you it's closed now. There's no rock in that door. So you checked it, but because you checked to see if there was open areas first, you didn't check the doors.
That rock's gone.
That 5 minutes of time was what was planned for. As you come down the hall, you hear a scream upstairs. Quick, do you run to help or you head out the door?
Dude, it's my girl, right? It's probably
It's
her.
also my job, man. I'm gonna go save her. Yeah.
Really?
Or save
We're gonna go
whoever.
run and check what it is because maybe somebody needs help. Like, because maybe she like fell down. She's like sprained her ankle, broke her leg or something.
Okay.
So we gotta go check it out.
Maybe it's not what we think. Maybe it's not what we think.
Yeah, we gotta go check it out. Cause even though like our hands are sweaty or whatever, we don't know anything right now. We're still like, oh, like maybe there's somebody here, like a customer that we didn't clear out in time. And maybe they like accidentally like fell or something, got injured. Now it's our responsibility to check them out and call EMS or whatever.
You run to help, and you're right. She's injured. She's actually crawling across the tiles. There's like there's blood smeared up to where she's crawling. And there's just a figure standing, looking at her. But it's so ominous because he's not even worried that he heard you come up the stairs. He's not even worried about you. It's more that he just wants you to see this.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That is ominous.
And it's
now my hands are sweaty.
You notice who this is, and you've seen him before. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you have in a movie or comics.
Jackson.
It's not Jackson.
Every single time, it's Jackson.
You have an option. Do you run and blow your shoulder into him? Or 2, do you run and try and grab her, pick her up, and run out?
I am not picking her up and running her out.
I'm blowing my shoulder into him.
I think I'm blowing my shoulder. I'm definitely more of a fight versus flight.
It's more
in a situation like that.
With those two options, it's like, by the time I pick her up, she's gonna kill me.
You're blowing him over?
I'm going.
We're gonna try to fight him.
I'm gonna go Marshawn Lynch on him, bro.
Yeah.
He was a 60-year-old farmer that owned the land before they built the mall. And he wanted to spread fear into the community. So he bought a Scream costume or a Ghostface costume. And he was going to murder the night shift to spread fear. Because he was so old, you broke his back.
Yes.
And you all survived.
Woo! We did it.
You know what's funny? One of the options. So like if you would have, so let's say you hear the scream and you're like, I'm running out. So my thing is you survive with 2 casualties. It's like you still live, but your friends died.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Good job.
That's amazing.
Good job.
Dude, that was great. Oh my gosh, bro.
Wow.
These are so hard.
Wow. That's
I realized, I was like, why did I even have the rock?
There's so many things that I wrote down. I was like, okay, I could build off of this. And I was like, I don't have time.
So I was gonna input like you run towards him at one point.
Yeah.
And because you're right-handed, your character, if you put the rock in your left pocket, when you go to reach for it, you're in a dead sprint to him.
and you don't have anything
You
on
need
you.
that time to make sure you get the right pocket instead of switching, because that's a good 2 seconds.
Yep.
Which you stall and then he kills you.
That's why I said put it in the right pocket.
My
So
bad.
it was supposed to be the pocket.
Yeah, the right
Gotcha.
pocket. No,
I like
get
your
you.
thinking,
I get you.
though. I like your thinking. Like, what if
I was thinking, Loki, I was like, I need it in my right pocket, but I kind of want to check the left.
Yeah. I should have said your hands are empty and you have nothing, just to make it.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That was a good one,
That was
Matt.
beautiful.
That was great. Dude, I didn't realize how long these go.
I know, right? They go.
These are more than 10 minutes. I was like, just like 10 minutes, we'll be going like 15, 20 minutes. I love it.
All right, Diego, finish us off.
All right. Whew. Okay. This one is called Escape from Jason Voorhees.
My guy.
So let's lay down some of the groundwork, the scenario, the setting. Your friends want to go camping at Crystal Lake. It's a pretty well-known campground, which was closed for many years due to a series of tragic events. It was initially shut down after a young boy, Jason Voorhees, drowned in the lake while counselors were neglectful. Recently, the camp has been reopened and it's been buzzing on the news and amongst your friends. Your friends have convinced you to go. It is Friday the 13th and you and your friends have just finished packing up all your gear and belongings to head to camp. You hop in the car at 5 p.m. and begin the 3-hour drive to camp. You and your friends can choose to drive the full 3 hours and get to camp, or you can stop and get dinner.
Oh,
What do you do?
Those are the options.
Yeah. So drive straight there, stop and get dinner.
I'm getting dinner.
Yeah, usually I don't pack for that dinner. I just
Yeah.
tell myself I'll get food and
Yeah.
then I'll eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dinner
I'm
time.
going camping.
Yeah.
What's dinner?
It's
You
dinner
know?
time.
Dinner time.
Denny's?
Wait, what are the options for the
Some kind of
for the
diner.
restaurants?
Yeah, I want pancakes.
What do you want?
McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay, so if you stop to get dinner, you have a delicious meal, but now you get to camp late and the sun has already set.
Yeah.
So,
Happens.
because it is dark, you and your friends fumble around with your flashlights looking for the main lodge.
Sure have.
You find the main lodge, but the lights are off. No one appears to be inside. However, the front door is unlocked.
Oh.
So you can choose to go inside or go back to your car and call the camp director, Braden. You forgot to bring your phones with you.
Wait, hang
So you left your phones in the car.
gotcha.
You left your
Okay, I
phones.
was
My bad. Let me rephrase. You left your phones in the car.
Okay.
So you either go inside or you go back to the car and look for your phones so you can call Braden.
I mean, at that point, I'd probably take a peek. I don't know
Okay.
why I would.
Okay.
If it's already open, maybe like someone's.
I don't know what you call it because
I
I
don't
don't
know,
want to sound like a schizophrenic. But if I'm in this situation, I'm thinking, okay, if I get stabbed, I want my phone in my pocket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I go to
I
get
wanna
the
call
phone
911.
just for emergencies.
Okay. Actually, putting it that way.
Well,
I
it's
guess.
dark. We have flashlights. If I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, okay, this is a little spooky. Let me get my phone.
Okay, so you want to go to the car?
alright.
You thinking car as well?
Okay, I would go with that too. Also,
Plus, if I die and it's a bear or something and it pulls me away into the woods, my phone's still in my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
So if they find me within 24 hours, they might be able to find my bones if my clothes are near my bones.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, I
I'd probably
get
be
where you're
inside
at.
the bear
Yeah,
at that point, but
You think you'd eat a phone?
probably would be anything.
he's going Revenant on you.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Tangent.
No, I get.
So what do you want to do? Are we peeking? We're taking a peek?
No. We'll go to the car. And
Okay,
get
we
the
can.
phone.
All right, we'll go to the car.
Okay, so you choose to go back to the car. As you walk back to the car, you hear a faint scream in the forest.
Oh.
You can't tell if it's real or not.
Oh.
You all look at each other and you wonder.
No way.
And you wonder if you should check things out or wait until director Braden picks up.
Bro.
Those are two dumb decisions. So first off, but I guess I'm gonna wait. I'm not going near that forest.
Dude.
I don't know about you.
I know Fred would. I know Velma would, but I'm like Shaggy, bro. I'm in the trunk of the car,
I'd be
closing
out.
it.
I'd be waiting for Braden.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
All right. You wait for Braden. I don't think I even wrote anything for that one.
Bro, you just just want us to die.
Yeah, we're just waiting. Does that mean we won?
That's it. You survived.
You made it. Oh, that's so funny. I'm like looking at that. I was like, I don't see anything for Brayden. Okay.
All right, hey, let's go check it out.
All right,
let's go check it out.
I was gonna roll with it real fast. I was gonna be like, okay, you make it back to the car. You grab your phones. You're calling Brayden. You don't have any cell service. But now, in the distance, you see a shadowy figure, and you think it's moving towards you. So,
is it the same direction as the scream?
Same direction as the scream, because you've kind of been like looking around. You're kind of like peering, trying to like keep track of like maybe like just making sure nothing's coming closer. But now you see that shadowy figure, and it's starting to move towards you. I'm gonna give you 3 options here.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 3 options. Do you run? Do you just run away, sprint, do that 40-yard dash, or do you try to stand your ground, say, hey, like, who are you? I'm not afraid of you. Or do you hide in the car?
Running. He already knows I'd be in the car. I'm running at that point, right?
But
you know what I mean,
there's a couple of you.
Car? There are a couple of me.
Keys are in your pocket.
A car? I'm getting in now, and
But you're hiding. No. You can't. you have to choose to hide.
Because you're gonna hide.
You can't get in the car and dip. Or else, obviously, it's the group of us.
Well, we might be able to turn on the car when we're in the car. So let's just get to the car.
We're like in front of the car at this point, aren't we?
Yeah, like you're like outside.
We're like outside of the car, just
outside
standing.
the car, like kind of like in front of like where the headlights whatever are.
I'm
but
just
they're
thinking
cars
if
off.
we run, we're in the middle of the woods.
Okay, I get it.
Where are we going?
I get it.
We would be.
But I would rather. So here's I get that. But listen. But my thing is like, okay, whoever this is knows we're gonna be in the car.
Okay.
Right. Like, they're gonna break a window, whatever.
Right.
But there's a group of us against one person.
Okay.
So do you want to stand your ground?
It might not even.
How many are we?
Yeah, I don't know. But there's more than.
Let's say there's 4 of you.
Yeah. Also, there's not like. Also, we don't know if that's Jason or not.
Yeah, you don't know anything. You just know that there's a figure approaching.
Coming. It could be Brayden for all we know.
Are we all in shape?
Let's say yes.
Physically fit. Okay.
Yeah, we'll say you're in the shape you are in right now.
And the options are go to the car, run away, or
stand your ground.
Can I add to stand your ground?
What do you want to add?
All right, we stand our ground, but as 4 people, we spread out so that we're circled.
Okay.
We're like far away from each other enough to where if he's going to go for one, he's got to go for one. But when he picks one, he's got blind spots.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
So, because if we run as a group, we run away, it's too easy. He just picks you off one by one. But if you stand there and if we're physically fit, somebody has to be the bait. But hopefully, when he collapses in on somebody, if it is him, right, we can all gang up from him there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So let's fight him.
He's got blind spots. He's human.
Let's fight whoever this is.
Yeah, you stand your ground.
So I guess we stand our ground.
Yeah,
okay,
you're
so the
cautiously
option
brave.
is we ask, hi, how are you? But we're forming a position. Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
We're
so
just on alert, I guess.
Yeah, you're on alert. That's really what it is because you don't know who's coming. Okay, so that's what you choose to do.
Yeah.
It's already dark, but there's the moon. Like the moonlight is shining.
I love the moonlight. It's nice.
As the figure gets closer, you see a shining like a flash of metal.
Okay.
And you can see that he's holding
it's a knife.
a machete.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's got a big sword
So it's him.
ready to go.
So it's game time.
So it's him.
Okay.
So you see that, and the moon's still shining. You can see it
his
like on his
mask?
So
hockey
he didn't
mask.
respond to me because I said, "Who are you?" Right? That was one of the
That's
options.
right.
Stay there and
Complete
ask.
silence. And so he's just still approaching towards you.
Yeah, I would have been out.
I forgot that this was a group thing, and so what I wrote, if you try to stand your ground, is you say, "Hey, I'm not afraid of you," and then bro slices you into with a machete.
Wait, you say like that's the dialogue behind it?
That's what I said.
I'm not afraid of you.
So you have to run. You gotta run.
I rigged it, man.
All right. Now we run.
That's so funny.
Okay, let's run.
Let's run.
Okay, so you run.
Go back to run.
Yeah.
So
My first.
yeah.
We run together, or are we running in different directions?
Let's say you all run in different directions.
Oh.
Yikes! It's over.
Yikes. Yeah,
Wrap
it's
it up.
definitely over.
It's over for some of you. So you run in different directions. You do the 40-yard dash. So let's say the other 2 people with you. Let's say it's Malachi and
He's always dragged into that. I love it.
I'm trying to think of who else we could add.
Ronald.
It's Malachi and Ronald. I love it. So you guys did the 40-yard dash. You guys are set. You guys are good.
Okay.
Even though it's dark, the agility kicked in. You guys made it.
Okay.
But unfortunately for Malachi and Ronald, They both tripped on roots in the trees.
They got caught.
Right, and they both ran. They both broke their ankles.
Oh.
All right, look. If I would have known that, I probably would have given you like a random. Oh, Ronald's like, what the heck? Why'd I die?
Oh my gosh. So yeah, they ran. They sprained their ankles, broke their leg, whatever.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, it sucks to suck.
Sorry.
You guys are good to go.
Sucks for them.
You'll get him in the next one.
You guys are sprinting through the forest.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys run like a couple 100 meters, a couple 100 yards,
Sir.
running for like 3-5
Yeah.
minutes, still in the forest. But because you ran in a random direction, you're lost. Like you don't have
Shit.
any sense of direction.
Shoot.
You thought that you were getting towards like the highway, the road, but you're not. You're getting a little further and further away. You stop now. Now that you've stopped, you have the chance to keep running, try to run back, stop where you're at, try to hide like in a bush or something. But as you're like considering your options because you stop to consider what you want to do, you hear the screams of Ronald and Malachi in the distance.
Oh boy.
You hear, wait, and then silence.
Wait. No.
Wait.
That's
And then the slices just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you hear. So what are you going to do? Are you going to keep running away? Are you going to try to make your way back like stealthily? Or are you going to just try to like hide like in the nearest like bush or whatever?
I just think he knows the woods very well.
Yeah,
honestly,
at that point, you're in his zone.
Yeah.
His territory?
You're in his.
knows-
He's got home field advantage right
the
now.
ins and outs. So like, I think, oh shoot, do I test my luck with running? Because who knows if we're gonna go further into the forest? You know,
Yeah.
I'll probably just wait it out, honestly, or that's what I choose. I don't know about you, Matt.
We wait.
Okay. So
Wait.
you've chosen to wait. Okay. So you're hiding in a nearby bush. I don't know. It's like a Fortnite bush, bro. You're in the middle of it.
Okay.
Like there, he might not see you, but as you're hiding, you hear some heavy footsteps. You hear the
It's over.
yeah. So you hear those heavy footsteps.
Those are the ones.
Do you hold your breath and wait, or do you make a sprint for it?
I'm holding my breath. I think because like if he's faster than what you think. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
I think he's faster than what you think. He's strong. If he sees me run, he's gonna throw an axe at me. I've seen the movie. Like, yeah. I'm
Hold
gonna
your
wait. Either way,
I'm gonna hold it until you say it.
he's waiting.
He's holding.
He's holding.
He's holding. All right. Okay. So you hold your breath, and the footsteps continue to walk by you, and you hear them walk away into the distance. So now you have a couple of options. Do you try to make your way back to where you think the lodges are, where the cabins are, where the main lodge is? Because let me give a little more setting, like context. There's multiple like cabins there, and then there's like a main lodge where like people like go get their keys, whatever, and go to the other one. So do you try to like make your way back there to where the cars are? Or do you just stay in that bush for the remainder of the night? You're gonna stay in that bush for the remainder of the night until it's daytime.
me once.
Imagine he knows you're there. He just wants you to feel hope
I'd be
for
pissed.
a second. Just a
I'd be
second.
pissed.
And if you stay there, we'll you know what I'm saying? Like,
But what if he's like? What if he? Exactly.
I'm gone. Honestly, at
But
this
what
point,
if-
I've
the
held my
same-
breath. I'm gone.
The same thing. What if he knows we're there and he's waiting for us to dip out?
Right. I'd rather maybe chance a throwing.
I guess you're right.
Sword than.
But
like, standing
okay,
still.
let's say that he's walking. You know, he walks past.
Okay.
The second you get up, you make a noise, and he like turns around and gets you.
Right.
Or you could, not make a noise and just stay in the bush. Yeah, let's stay in the bush. We're staying in the bush.
All right,
we're in the
we're here.
bush, bro.
Let's do it.
All right.
Fortnite gang.
Fortnite game.
We are bush camping this right now.
Okay, so you stay in the bush. It's freezing because you're in the forest, you're in the mountains, and it's cold. Even though it's like summertime, it's still like super high up in the mountains, so that winter the elevation breeze is getting you.
Yeah. That's cold.
But even though it's cold, you stomach the cold. As dawn approaches, you hear some sirens clear off in the distance. I'm not giving you any more options to hide in the bush anymore, actually. I'm taking away that option. Okay. Do you try and run towards the sirens, or do you try and run back towards camp? Back to where the lodges are, where your car is?
I honestly, because here's the thing, me thinking, in a movie setting, like I think he's he's over by the sirens.
So he's going to position himself in between where he thinks you are and the sirens are, because he knows you're going to go to the sirens.
Exactly. So probably
we're going to camp.
We're going back to the
because we know the sirens are eventually going to get.
And also the keys are in our pockets.
Yeah, the keys. Yeah,
I'll go back. We out.
All right. You make a sprint for it. It's daytime. You're sprinting towards it. You're trying to be cautious.
Daytime.
Like your head's on a swivel. You're looking around, like whatever's in front of you. You're making sure that you're not gonna get got by any like machete, any axe like flying, whatever. So you're sprinting and you make it back to camp. However, in that time that you were in the bush, while you were sitting there, your keys accidentally fell out of your pocket.
Okay.
Shoot.
So now you're back at camp. Your car's there. Your phones are there, but you got no keys. So your options are to try and run back up the road, back the way you came from, or you go into the main cabin.
I'm not going near that cabin.
I think I'm in the main cabin. I'm locking the door.
Here's my thing about
I'm checking to see if anybody's in there.
Here's my thing about that is like now it's daytime. Now I can see. That's why I'm running down the road.
That's the last place he would think you're gonna go to.
It's gonna be exactly. It's true though. That's
the
true.
Last place.
That's true.
His attention is on those sirens because if you get away, his whole they have to have an investigation of that whole mountainside to flush him out.
I guess that makes sense.
He is doing everything he can to make sure you don't escape.
That's true. But I guess like me being like, okay, I don't want to spend another night here.
Okay, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Like before the sun goes down, I am getting as far away as possible.
We're gonna Forrest Gump it down the road then.
Okay, so you start sprinting down the you're Forrest Gumping,
dude.
You are run, Forrest, run. You are sprinting down the road, and you see a cop car there. Okay. Doors open, lights are flashing, and as you get closer, you see that the police officer he's there like slumped in the seat, has a hole in his chest from where there was like a machete. Yeah. So
I hate that.
You see that?
Car's on.
Car is on. Car is still flashing. But now you have an option. Do you go towards that car or do you run back to the cabin?
Towards the car. And I am checking the back seat before I get in. I'm not. This ain't a movie.
I'm grabbing his gun.
I'm checking everything.
Let's grab his gun.
You know, they like the movie. They get in there. They pull him out. They get in. They're driving around them. You know, from the back of the car.
That's what I was thinking.
I knew that's where he was going.
No,
I'm not doing that. I'm checking the car. We're going to the car.
Okay, so you run to the car. You were very smart about it. You check the back seat before you hop in the car.
He's there.
You see that he's laying down in the back. You thought you were gonna escape, but yeah. So he's there. So now
grab the gun from the cop.
Yeah, you can make a play. You can make a play for it. Let's do that. I'm like rolling with things right now. So
this is good.
You have two options here. You can try to reach for the gun in the front seat and risk getting stabbed, or you start Forrest Gumping all the way back to the cabin.
Well, no, I wouldn't go.
Or further. Yeah, okay.
Or just keep going down the road.
Keep going down the road. Either option. Yeah, actually I like that option better. You keep Forrest Gumping down the road.
Can this character drive? Has he ever driven in a film?
I don't think he has. I don't think he has. Let's assume
this is stamina versus stamina then.
Yeah.
If it's a run.
Let's assume it's stamina versus stamina. Let's assume he can't drive.
Superhuman.
We know where he's at.
Yeah.
Oh, if he's superhuman, I'm going
He's
for
not
that
like
gun.
superhuman, but he's just like
I'm going for that gun.
He just like appears.
He's just like
he makes it.
Michael Myers just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can go for the gun or Forrest Gump down the road until hopefully you run into another car.
You can't outrun him. That's what you're saying, right?
Well, you can, but he's also gonna he's gonna be close behind.
Okay.
I think I like my chances fighting him in daylight.
Where is the cop's body?
Cop's body in the front seat, so front driver's seat. But because you looked in the back,
the gun on the right hip or the left hip?
Let's say he's left-handed.
Right hip.
Let's do left.
Okay, left. Yeah. We'll say he's left-handed, so it's on his left hand.
It's right.
So you gotta reach. You gotta reach over.
No, you're coming on left. He's on the driver's side.
But you're coming from. Are you coming in from the?
Let's say
his door's open. The cop's door's open, which means he was driving. So if it's on his left hip,
switch it and say
I'm running.
I was gonna say the gun
isn't right there on the edge of the door.
I thought the passenger side.
Yeah.
I thought we were entering through the passenger.
You're coming in through the passenger. Yeah.
You reach for the gun on the other side. He chops your hand off. It's over.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm down the road.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you reach for the gun, he's gotcha.
I'm down. We're running, Isaac. We're running.
Yeah. All right.
Isaac put me on his back.
I'm out.
And he's running.
No, we out.
We look like
We out.
Sam and
You're
Frodo.
out.
We out.
Sam and Frodo. We're going up this mountain.
We out. We out.
Okay, so the two of you sprint down the road. You're gassed. You guys are tired. You guys been sprinting left and right. You were up all night, anxious. So
Yeah.
now you're
That's
on the afterburners,
That's
bro,
tired.
and they are burning. So you're sprinting down. You're sprinting down for 10 minutes. You're so like almost done. You're out of breath. And so you stop to catch your breath. You look down the road. You can see him like in the distance, like still like approaching you at a steady pace, like just a steady walking pace.
Is that walking? Yeah. That's
He's going at like a steady walking pace.
That's nuts.
A
And
machete in his hand.
Absolute
daylight.
absolute
yeah.
unit. You know what
So
I'm saying?
he's at this end right here, and then you're like right here in the middle, but you can hear and see a car approaching from this end, and it's a semi truck. You can stop right there and like try to like wave down the semi truck, or you can start running again towards the semi truck, but you're gassed. Like you might not make it to like wherever that truck is, but it is fast approaching. So which one do you do?
running towards the truck.
Yeah.
And I'm screaming, run him over. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Hopefully he sees the whole situation. He sees the dude with a knife and it's bloody because it's stabbed before. And he just, so I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but I'm running towards the truck.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
Let's run towards the truck.
So you run towards the truck. You're like trying to like wave him down. You see him start to slow down. And so he slows down and stops. So now semi truck, stop right there, middle of the road next to you. You get into, you open the door, you get in, and you're screaming at this guy like, run, like drive. Like I need you to run this guy over. He's confused. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like I'm not running over like a stranger. That's like illegal.
Technically
And so,
it is.
Yeah. So
That's fair. That's
illegal.
He's got a machete that's dripping blood.
That's
but
the first.
fair.
That's
fair.
the first thing. That's illegal.
keep in mind he's still like a distance away, and like it's like some older
you
like man in
see-
his 50s.
Is this around a bend or can you see him walking?
You can see him walking, so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
see him walking. And so for you, it's like an obvious, just run him over.
Yeah.
Like this is an enemy. He's wearing a
yeah.
hockey mask. He's
Yeah.
got a machete.
Yeah.
So you're trying to convince him. He's like, no, I'm not going to run him over. So he tells you to get out.
Okay.
So you have an option. You get out and run,
Okay.
or you knock this motherfucker out. You
Yeah.
knock this guy
No,
out.
we-
You
we
kick
were
him out the
physically
door.
fit. He's done.
Yeah, he's done.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay.
This is for the greater of mankind at this point. We're not killing him. It's just
Yeah.
unconscious. Lay him down and on with the music.
I get it, bro. You GTA his.
We
you
out.
knock him out.
Yeah.
Throw him out the car.
We out.
We press Y.
Press Y.
We press
Okay,
Y.
here we go. We
We
press
get
Y.
him.
You
He's
press
done.
Y. You get into the driver's seat. So let's say it's Isaac in the driver's seat, Matt's in the passenger
Yep.
now.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, so
I'm driving.
that's the
I got the
scenario
map.
here.
Broncos
yeah.
country. Let's ride.
Yeah. In the time that it took you to incapacitate that older guy, that older
Okay.
gentleman, kick him out and get situated, you no longer see Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
He's no longer standing in the road. He's no longer there, so you drive down the road.
Yep.
You are cruising. You're speeding like a mofo because you're not taking
See a
any
semi
chances.
just-
Yeah. You're speeding like crazy. But as you're driving by the camp, you hear like a noise in the back.
Okay.
So you hear a noise in the back. Do you keep driving or do you stop and get out of the truck? Because you hear that, you're kind of like, oh, that's a little suspicious. You're paranoid. You don't know what to do anymore. You don't know if you should just keep driving like a maniac or if you should stop, get out and run.
Get out and run.
Yeah, because you heard a noise. Like it was a loud noise.
We
Like
stay, we're
it
dead.
sounded like metal hitting metal, like
We
in
stay,
the
we're
back.
dead.
We'll be able to see that person come up on our side because those mirrors are crazy.
Those are some crazy
The drivers-
mirrors.
Yeah, but hear me on this one. That metal could be him stabbing the back, trying to get leverage to pull himself up the wall. And once he gets on the wall, he walks on top of the thing low, steps over that gap, gets onto the top of the carriage. He just has to kind of lean over and scare you. He doesn't have to kill you. He just has to show you.
And then
he's
we just
there.
got to push the brakes and he's gone.
So we just keep going. We keep going because there is a
Okay,
disconnect. So we
okay.
have a little bit of a buffer zone. You're right.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a. We could see at least,
Yeah.
and if he
Yeah.
gets on top of the roof,
Yeah.
we will be able to hear him.
You can like slam the brakes.
Yeah.
We'll have
Yeah.
probably half a second to react on whatever he does.
We keep going. Keep going to the second we have to react.
Yeah. So you keep going. And as you keep driving, you're driving maybe like another minute. But during that minute that you're driving, you do hear another metal. You hear another metal. Another metal. And then you hear some heavy Batman footsteps on the back of the semi truck.
Okay.
I know there is that disconnect, but you hear like a jump.
Yeah.
And you hear like a thud
That
on top of you.
It's like 3 feet, but
it's a big thing.
Might be more.
It could be more.
Might be like 5 feet. It's pretty. It's
yeah, it's there. You're right.
It's a big thing.
There.
He Supermans his way onto the top of like the semi now.
That's a tough jump
on top of the truck.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He went.
I need Mythbusters.
Bro,
to confirm this.
Bro's defying physics
He's
right
breaking
now.
all the laws.
Bro,
That's horror movie physics, bro.
physics does not apply to Jason. Physics does not apply to Jason. And we're going 80. So
Yeah.
there's no like pushback on the speed.
Imagine he jumps and it's you know what I'm saying?
He gets fly.
Which is, more than likely what would happen.
That's 100% what would happen.
Right? Like physics says that if you're going 80 miles, you jump forward.
The truck's force is a lot heavier than yours.
Yeah.
That's the point.
So
It's moving faster.
We're gonna ignore the physics here.
Yeah. Okay,
So you heard him land on it.
Okay.
Do you hit those brakes?
Immediately, right?
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. It's an instant.
That's what I'm figuring.
Instant
That's what I figured. You hit the brakes.
Well, it was already in the back of my head.
It
So now
was.
that it's happening,
Yeah.
I'm like, brakes.
Immediate brake. And so you hit the brakes, but as you hit the brakes, you see the machete stab into the carriage and slide all the way down. He literally, like, even though you hit the brakes, he is sliding with the machete, gripping himself all the way down through the entire cabin.
Yep.
So now you're stopped, and he's standing there, like in the front of the truck. Stuck it in, so like roof's like right here. Stuck it in, slid all the way down like for part of it, and then glass shattered. And because the glass shattered, it's like immediate fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then his machete like stuck into the hood like engine. But because it's like stuck in the engine, he can't like use it. Let's take away some of his power, Your options are you run or you like scour the cabin, because you guys never even thought about scouring it while you guys were in panic mode. You were like, I'm booking it, I'm zooming. So you guys were in zoom mode, not let me look around the cabin.
Okay.
So you look around the cabin.
How about one of us looks at the cabin while the other just because there's two of us.
So Isaac looks out.
He's volunteering is what it sounds like.
What?
You look out.
To go back, like run, dip, and Matt looks for the gun in the cabin.
No, I meant to say one of us keeps an eye on Jason,
him, and the other looks for a weapon.
Yeah, I'll look.
Oh, okay.
That's
I got
what
you. I got you now.
Gotta
Okay.
have eyes on him.
That's fine. Yeah, I can live with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of you looks for the cabin. Let's say Isaac's looking like eyes on Jason. Matt's looking around. Matt finds a shotgun.
12 gauge, 22.
Doesn't matter. It's a shotgun.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
I don't know. So you find the shotgun. We're gonna, for the sake of this scenario, just so we can end this scenario.
Reflex. ACOG. Pack a punch. I got on this. I got grip.
That's Castle's shotgun.
Can it be pack a punch? Pack a punch. Okay. All right. Okay.
We're gonna assume it's loaded. We're gonna assume there's ammo in it. All you do is you cock it, but you like as you find it, you hear Isaac screaming.
Okay.
Matt! And like you look around and you see Jason's already torn the door off of the side where Isaac's at.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the door torn off? Door's
completely torn off.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
But because you found that shotgun, you go full Terminator. Just cock it and just.
And I die in the process because I'm on the other side. Because I'm in the driver. I'm in that seat.
You got Isaac.
Because that's the shotgun just go like this, So
It does spray.
you
tell Isaac to duck.
It could be a slug.
You tell Isaac, move, duck, whatever. I don't care what it is. Isaac like lays like I don't know. He ducks, lays on the floor, whatever.
I thought I was the one looking.
Isaac goes prone.
Shot.
Yeah, Isaac goes prone.
Okay, hold B.
And then you shoot Jason in the face, and then we're gonna call it there.
Wow. We did it.
Oh my god,
We did it. I was nervous there for a second.
Nice.
I thought I made the wrong choice a long time ago.
bro! My thing was like, you guys did make the wrong choice, but I just kept going with it. I killed you guys in like 15 different scenarios.
You're like, just kidding, not that.
No, for real. Like but if you guys would have explored the cabin, because the lights were off, you open the door, turn the lights on, you notice that the cabin looks like it's been ransacked. You call out to see if anyone's there. You don't hear a response, but you hear a thumping upstairs. Then you guys could have gone upstairs. Could have seen that like the furniture upstairs had been like turned over, and that there's like blood leading to a door. You guys could have explored that door, and if you open that door, you see Camp Director Braden slumped on the floor. His arm is missing, and he's almost bled out. He's like whispering to you, but you can't understand what he says. You hold back your tears as he dies, and then suddenly the lights in the lodge turn off. No, I would have said, do you lock the door that Braden's in, so you hide with Braden's body, or do you try to make a run for it? If you lock the door, heavy footsteps, lumbering figure kicks down the door, kills you. If you make a run for it, the last thing you hear is metal swinging through the air. You fall to the ground, a machete in your back. I would have killed you no matter what.
Jeez. Gosh,
dude, like every scenario I had, I was like, okay, they died. There's the only way they survive is like if they stay in the bush. Yeah. But then I was like, okay, how can I keep this going?
Yeah. So we survived.
Yeah, you survived. The original idea was if you like stayed in the bush, you wait until daytime because like hopefully like some other camp survivor like called the police. Police arrived in the morning, and then you run out and you make it to the police. They like rescue you, whatever. Yeah. But I was like, that's not a good ending. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh.
I am juiced. That was fun though. That was great.
Great idea. Was great.
Thank you.
Yes, again. Brenda. Thank you. That was amazing. That was fun.
I think next time I gotta be way more prepared.
I gotta give more than like an hour and a half to writing it.
Dude, facts.
I think that was rough. That was a rough one.
No, those were great. That was great. I appreciate you guys coming up with stuff. That was great. Yeah, I got nothing else.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
It's bedtime. We gotta go home. All right. Yeah. No. We'll. If you guys enjoyed that, let us know. Leave a comment down below. We'll come up with some more. We'll do some scenarios related to like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, anything medieval, fantasy, whatever you guys want us to do. Like we'll come up with some scenarios. Yeah, we'll try to get immersed in that world and just like dungeon master our way through it. But
channel the inner D&D.
That's what it is. That's kind of what this feels like. Exactly this is what I imagine D&D is. Yeah.
It is.
Like we'll bust out the dice and roll for decisions. All right, 50% chance you survive. Nope, you didn't. But fun. Yeah, lots of fun. So again, thank you, Brenda. Really appreciate the ideas. And then again, leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, whatever you like can to do.
It's appreciated
to support us. Outro words. My brain is mush, man. I'm done for the night. I'm done. We're out of here. Good night. Adios. My name is Diego.
My name is Ice.
My name is Matt.
We'll see you guys next time.